Nice fill of a fair value gap. We're going to catch a beautiful position today. I promise you guys that, because we have a nice, wonderful target on the daily time frame today. So I'm not in a rush to hop into any like very bad trades at the top of the move. Like there's no shot that we were going to enter off of this fat manipulation leg and it pulls back and starts running. Like there's no shot in any scenario that I was going to enter in this position right here. I just didn't like that at all. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to actually wait for this to come back down. Or we could just keep pumping low resistance liquidity run. We can, but even a low resistance liquidity run will tap into an FVG. So if it does tap into one of these FVGs and it starts running back up, we can still catch a trade. But there's nothing to really hop in. Like there's no point. If it's a low resistance liquidity run and it doesn't run back down, take the L, guys. We can trade later in the day when it does come back down. Buddy's getting married and also rich by young age. I'm broke, still suck. I can't even get a text back. Are you talking about me? Like a text back from me? Bro, there's no need to say all of that. I'm very grateful for where I'm at, but at the same time, bro, I just happened to get into trading at a young age and I pursued it. You know, I spent a lot of time studying. So there's no need to say stuff like this. And broke is also a mentality, guys. It's a mentality, because if you're pursuing something, you're giving it a lot of effort. You're not broke. You're just not rich yet. Oh, from a girl. Got it. Hey Mark, I joined late. Did you go over your bias for the next 4-hour candle yet? Ooh, you like the 4-hour candle bias? Okay. So definitely at 7 o'clock, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like if it runs without us, like thank you for coming into the chat and making me look at the 4-hour, because that's something that I skipped over. But do you guys see this 4-hour gap right here? Who can tell me in the chat right now when the next 4-hour candle closes? When does it close, guys? When do I usually go live? Like my other time that I go live at. In 2 hours, exactly. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when the next 4-hour candle opens. So if we have a 4-hour gap just like this one, and it's running without us, when is it likely going to come back? It's going to come back when we get a new 4-hour candle. So there's no need to like over panic like whenever it's running without you. Sometimes it just means that it's waiting for something to happen. Like it's waiting for the next 4-hour candle. Next 4-hour candle might pull back, tap in. It might not. But you guys can see we do have a 4-hour fair value gap. Just like yesterday, we did have one. I was hoping when I woke up this morning to trade with VIP, early morning, I was hoping that it was going to tap back into this gap because it closed above it. I was looking for it to tap back in, but we just kind of consolidated in the morning and then started ripping off. See, I'll show you guys the trade that I caught. So this right here is what I was looking for in the morning. You guys can see these equal highs right here. We have highs and we have lows. It was consolidating inside of a little box range. What I was looking for is for it to break out towards buy side. So I hopped in at 7 o'clock a.m. right here inside of this candle, and I caught this move up, hoping that it was going to take out the high. Unfortunately, it didn't take out the high, but I did layer in properly. I'll send you guys a screenshot of the trade that I did take. Where is this group? $7 a.m. We have cooked up. This is what I took early in the morning. Are your concepts / confluences only for Forex? And can you tell us who did you learn from as far as everything you know and all experience knowledge you have? No, they're not only for Forex. This is just like the most official chart for fair value gaps. It's just easiest for you to identify fair value gaps on the forex.com chart because I feel like they do the best. They genuinely do the best. Like take a look at this chart. I'll show you guys why I use the Forex chart. Take a look at this chart right now. 15-minute time frame, right? Do you notice how there's no like gaps between all the candles or anything? It actually prints all the candles very perfectly right next to each other. Open, high, low, close, perfectly. Now let me show you another chart. XAU USD, Oanda. This chart right here, take a look at this. Like random little gaps. It it just like makes a bunch of these jumps, and it doesn't print out the fair value gaps correctly either whenever this happens. It creates a lot of like distractions on the chart. I also noticed that sometimes it doesn't close above on the forex.com chart, but it does on Oanda, and it follows the forex.com chart. Now, if we go to futures, gold futures, same thing. There's going to be a lot of gaps in between every single candle, and it just makes it a lot harder to really know where the fair value gap is at. Like, take a look at this. The last candle closed right here, but the new candle opened down here, right? So it just does a worse job than the forex.com chart does at printing every single candle close and open. So it just makes it a lot easier for me when I'm looking at the forex.com chart, but I use it to trade futures. I just do my analysis on here, but then I use it to trade futures. We're going to come back down, guys. And yes, I did learn from ICT on YouTube. I watched his concepts, I learned these things, and then I applied it for myself on gold in Asia session. So you can apply it to NASDAQ, you can apply it to New York session. Do you go live for a New York session anywhere? I do go live for a New York session. I do trade silver. I just trade silver sometimes when like both are running, you know? I mainly trade gold because there really is no point of trading silver. They move almost identically. But I have traded it before, and I do trade it sometimes. It can either super inverse it and rip highs, or we catch a retrace down. Yeah, but there's no point in trying to chase the high here. You should use the weak magnet feature to accurately mark price ranges. Oh, you mean like pressing like shift and stuff? So it does it right at the highs? Not shift, command. There you go. Is that what you're talking about? I do use that. Oh, I see. I didn't know you could use it as you were dragging a fair value gap though. That's kind of cool. I knew that you can use it to click it initially. Yeah, that's actually very cool. Thank you for pointing that out for me. Yo, coach, so we wait for it to tap into the FEG, or what's our next move? Just so I can note it down. Appreciate you, Dave. Let me break it down for you, student. Yeah, we just find a high probability area, like right here. You can see here we have a no wick. Once again, look at how perfect the candle is. Like when we get a gap, we have a no wick, and if it perfectly comes into the no wick, that means the gap is rebalanced. So look at Oanda again. Let me pull it up on the right hand side here. So what time frame are we on? We're on the 5 minute. So on Oanda, you're going to see that it has a gap. You guys see that? It has a small little gap. This just looks so much more clean. So when it comes back down into this area, it'll rebalance this area, and we can look for a trade off of that. That'd be a good area for a long as well. Let's go back to what time frame was it on here? 1 hour maybe? 4 hour? 1 day? 1 day or day one? 18 minutes into the stream, guys. Be patient. Hope you guys are all doing well. Apply ICT and ICC with overall top-down analysis and imbalances. Okay. It is cleaner. I've been telling you guys. Forex.com charts. Student said, thanks, coach. Hey, let's go. Coach said, no problem, student. You guys in the trade? No, not yet. We're not in any trades. Too late to trade, Marky? Gold already made its move. It's a good question. It's not too late to trade. Never too late, brother, thick boy. That is indeed my brother. That is literally my blood brother, Mr. Thick Boy. It's not too late, bro. Because, like, the move's not done. The move is not done. Where is our target for the day? It's all the way up here. So we still have a good 500 pips of buy side. Right? From 50.50 over to 5,100. So we still have a lot of room for buys. We just have to literally just wait, be patient, wait for a nice move, and like the moment that it taps into one of our zones, we'll run it up. Look what happened here, guys. We got a fair value gap. We filled up this fair value gap. We ran up. We created 2 no wicks. It came back down, rebalanced the no wicks right there, and then continued going up. And there's this like teaching, like this is what ICT teaches, that all these concepts, like the fair value gap, the IFEG, all these concepts right here, there's this word for it. It's called fractal, which means what happens on the 1 minute time frame also happens on the daily time frame. So if you guys can properly learn these concepts and learn how to read them on the 1 minute time frame, then when you scale out to the daily time frame and you're like, oh, I just saw this, like I saw this 500 times on the lower time frame, where if there's a fair value gap that forms, it creates a previous low and it barely misses the fair value gap. Then it comes down into it and takes out that low. You know, when you scale out to the daily, if it's doing that same thing, like for example, right here, we have a no wick down here. We know that no wick was just taken out. It also pulled back up and closed inside of this gap. Now you know that the next daily candle's narrative is going to be bullish because we respected this gap right here. Do you understand? So the market's fractal. The same stuff that happens on the lower time frame will happen on the higher time frame. There you go. We're getting a nice pullback down now, guys. So the level that I was looking for, it was going to be this 5 minute gap. And we're not just going to trade as soon as it taps into this area. We're going to wait for it to tap in, close, and then off of the next candle, we can actually catch a trade. And the reason why I like this area is because there's a no wick right here. It's not just a fair value gap, it's also a no wick. Boom, boom. So you use NAS100 pair for NQ futures? I do indeed. It's going to be a banger if it retraces. Bro, it's already going to be a banger. I can feel it. If we get the move from like wherever we enter all the way up to that daily fair value gap high, that's going to be insane. Dropping gems, I definitely need this recording. I will let you guys know at the end of this stream. If you guys want the recording, you just comment live and I'll DM everybody that comments live. You go for a sell? No, we did not go for a sell. We're actually in no trades right now. We're looking for longs. We're looking for it to run up into this area. We filled up another fair value gap completely. We just pulled back up. We're running up higher. But be patient, guys. I doubt that it's actually going to rip through and go higher off of this fill right here. Just because we got so close. This is exactly what I was talking about. Notice how we barely missed this target that we were looking for. That just makes it even more high probability. So now this is a previous low, right? This makes it even more high probability because now we have a target right below liquidity. Boom. So take a look at this, guys. No wick. We have a no wick right below this previous low. So it will not only tap into the no wick, it will also take out a previous low. And then that will give us a great opportunity to go long from this area. I honestly like this as a target to even sell to. If we get some bearish confirmation, I would sell to this 100%. Price is going to 50.85 or higher. Yeah, I agree. We're probably going to take out this daily for value gap here. We're definitely going to take it out, like 100%. I love this area right here. And if we're bullish because of the monthly, then we're going to take this out and then use it to go higher. We're going to create a daily IFEG when we close above this area, tap back in and keep going higher. There you go. So now we got a new 5-minute candle over here. Can you send me the recording of this live? Everybody that wants the recording, just so I don't forget later, comment live right now. I'll go through all of the comments and then I'll send you guys a recording after the stream. What does bearish confirmation look like? Bearish confirmation would be like on the lower time frame. So right now, see this target right here is going to be on the 5-minute time frame. Bearish confirmation would be scaling down even lower, like right here. We have a fair value gap. If it closes below this fair value gap, for example, we take shorts. And then we target this level right here. Like a nice little scalp. How much pips is that? 50-40 down to 50-30. That's about 100 pips. That's honestly a pretty massive move for a 1-minute time frame. But again, what was one of the rules that I told you guys that I usually don't do? One of the rules for myself is if there is a no wick above, then I don't take the trade. I'm telling you, it's like a magnet. If it leaves a no wick, it like 90% of the time will go back up into that area. We also didn't close below the gap here, so this is still a bullish for value gap. 4 hour, there's 2 bullish gaps, but they're pretty small. Yo, Mark, you know what I realized? There are no bearish gaps like at all on the 15 to 4 hour time frame. Yeah, dude. We've had an insane push up since the open. I need to use the bathroom, but I don't want to miss the trade. Unfortunately, you're going to miss the trade, bro. It's coming. It's coming. Chat, this is coming. All right, guys, here's the rule that I'm going to set for myself. Because obviously, I have a bullish daily target. Because the target is bullish. If we are selling, you can't use a lot of risk. Because we risk the fact that if we are indeed selling, it can just rip up on us, right? But I like this target. I want to take out this low right here. I want to run into this 5-minute no wick. So if we close below this area, I'm low-key going to sell. But I'm just, instead of doing like 5 micros, I'm going to do like 2 micros. So I'm going to take a very small position here. This is gold, and the volatility right now in gold is massive. And remember, in order to get confirmation, we need it to close below this area right here. That would create an IFEG. And then remember, there's a no wick up here, so that's probably why it's struggling to break down a little bit lower right now. Brother said experience is something you get 2 seconds after you needed it. Trading is all about patience, guys. Journal everything. Teach yourself to slow down. A lot of times your goal is a 1 or 2. Yeah, exactly. Like a little trade, even like this. Like this is 100 pips. That's all you need. Genuinely. This is a massive move right here. I want you guys to see it on the 5-minute time frame. Here it is. So see this? We barely missed this previous low. We missed the no wick. So now I want to take out this no wick just to sell to it because I know this is a really good target. So I just wanted to sell to this area before we even look for anything. And we still didn't take out the no wick, so we're going to go down 100%. I just wanted to tap back into this area now. We got the IFEG. You can see we got the IFEG right there. So if we tap back in, I'm going to look for that sell. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's going to give it to us. But you guys can see here, it draws down to this area. So if you guys have like a really nice area that price previously missed, because it barely missed that area. This is a really nice no wick. It barely missed it. So if you see that it barely misses something significant like a fair value gap or a no wick candle, then you can target the low and then the confluence right below it. So let's now analyze if we actually hit this little area right here. We barely missed it, so I'm going to look for it to dig a little bit lower. We might tap back into the IFEG there. We almost did. Guys, I still like this for sells. Alright, we missed the opportunity because it barely didn't tap the IFEG. Alright, so now that we ran into the 5 minute, we want to be patient, okay guys? We had an opportunity to sell to that area, but it didn't give us an entry because it didn't actually close below the IFEG. You see right here, we stayed inside of it. So if we took a sell right there, that would have been going against what the market was telling us. But now that we hit the level, we're looking for longs, right? We hit the level that we were trying to sell to. Now we're looking for longs. But what do we have to do in order to take a long position? We have to wait for confirmation because this could easily run through this entire 5 minute gap right now. It can keep going with sells. I just really liked this 5 minute gap because we had a no wick as well, right up on top of it. So now we want to see that price stops here and then it starts going up. Okay, guys? No wick candle above. Yes, sir. Think on the setup. 1 minute FVG at the consequent encroachment of the 5 minute FVG. 1 minute FVG somewhere down here. Some no wick down there too. It's a little 1 minute FVG right here. Let's go back to the 5 minute time frame. All that I'm going to wait for though is a new 5 minute candle. I want to see this candle stop. I want to see the next candle create a wick and then start going up. When it starts going up, we're going to target this as TP1 right here. This no wick candle is going to be TP1 for today's stream. TP1 Asia string. See, we were looking for it to come back down, take out that no wick, and then we're going to run up higher from this area. 2 more minutes and 30 seconds until this candle closes. Wait, you were going for shorts? Yes, we were going for shorts to that area. But unfortunately, we didn't get confirmation. I personally think it's going to keep buying up just because we are already super extended to the upside and there's no bearish gaps on the higher time frame. So there's your answer, brother. Just be patient. Yeah, I'm overall bullish too. I've said that a few times. The overall daily target is going to be up here. So I'm bullish. I was just looking for it to take out this area because it looked nice and we previously missed it. Alright guys, don't panic just because it starts expanding like this. Most of the time, it won't actually run up until the next candle opens, creates a wick, and then it'll run up. Either way, we should now start looking for lower time frame confirmation. Like a little 1 minute IFEG. I see a little 1 minute IFEG right there. See how we're staying below it? It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Market's telling us, just chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Waiting for turtle soup. Nice little sweep of the lows right there. That would be nice. That would indeed be nice. Super surgical with the breakdown. Thank you, bro. Of course. I do it for you guys. I do it for you guys. 160 people in here. Hope you guys are all learning, taking notes. All right, we got an IFEG right here. 2 more seconds. All right, we did not close above it. Notice how we pulled back down. That's how the market tells us that it's not time yet. So we're about to get a new 5 minute candle. All right, guys, 5 minute candle opening soon. 50 seconds. Nice, guys. That's literally nice. Like, look, it showed us not to get in. It also tapped into this gap down here. I like this. I like this. We should have gotten in right there when it tapped to that 1 minute gap, to be honest. All right, guys, I'm going to hop in, to be honest. I'm going to hop in right there. I'm going in with, let's go in with 4. 4 micros, guys. 4 micros. Should we wait till the next candle makes a wick? Alright guys, since it's already so close to the close of this candle, I'm going to wait until the next candle creates a wick. 5, 4, 3, 2. Once the next candle pulls down, creates a wick. It already created a wick. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I was a little too greedy with that one. Alright guys, I still want to hop on this move, so I'm just going to drop in like 2 micros. Just because I do have a bad entry now. Still wanted to hop in. Sell stop. Boom. Aiming for the highs because we have a no wick up here. Remember, guys? And if it does pull back down, I'm going to enter my remainder of the position. Because the wick is very small in this position. There you go, though. We got the no wick taken out. We got the previous low taken out. Now we can run. We even tapped into the 1 minute FEG down here. Alright guys, created a little bit of a bigger wick. I'm going to add another micro. Boom. Drop the position down a little bit lower. Now I'm going to do that one more time. Boom. Alright guys, I'm in with 4 micros now. Just because my stop loss wasn't the best, I'm considering that my full position size for this trade. That is my full position size for this trade, and I'm targeting longs now from this 5 minute gap. I really like this 5 minute gap. Remember, that's what we were aiming for. This no wick right here. It created a bigger wick on the 5 minute candle. I layered in my positions, and now we have a beautiful target. TP1 is going to be this no wick up here. So we're in the position. Boom. TP1 is going to be up here. TP2 is going to be a little bit higher. Stop loss is right underneath the low here. Let's see us run. Let's see this run, chat. Let's go. We're now in profit, floating profit. Notice how none of these previous candles closed above this 1 minute gap. Let's see if we close above it now. We still didn't close above it. We still barely stayed inside of it. That's crazy. One minute FEG holding price down, bro. That thing's literally fighting for the bearish narrative. It's fighting for its life over there. Alright, that took me out right there. Still looking for the same narrative off of this gap. Like I said, it's a 5 minute gap. It's a pretty big gap. We just dug a little bit lower into the lows. 1 minute FEG was holding price down. I'm going to look for a re-entry once we turn around, but dang, that was massive. Somebody dumped price on us, guys. I got no idea if you're buying or selling. How? How do you have no idea? It's a 5 minute bullish gap. I have an arrow pointing towards buy side. I'm looking for longs though. I'm giving this another shot once we create another for value gap right here. We're gonna create another for value gap, and then I'm going for more longs off of this 5 minute gap. It's a lot of sell side. What are we gonna dig back down into? 6 o'clock. Alright guys, let's see, we're getting a new for rally gap here. First trade took us out minus 430. You had that bearish tool there? No, this tool was actually bullish. The red is the stop loss. The green is the take profit. Okay, guys, we're closing below this 5 minute gap. So this setup is no longer valid for buys, unfortunately. So now we're probably going to dig lower. Honestly, think that's a little bit unfortunate because we had a beautiful, honestly, beautiful setup right there. And then It just dumped on us. Few of these candles stayed inside of the 1 minute gap and it just opened up and absolutely dumped on us. We actually aren't closing below this gap. All right, we pulled back up into it. If this does indeed go up, we did get a new 1 minute gap right here. Told you guys, if we close above this gap, I'm going to look for longs. All right, I'm giving this setup one more opportunity. And if you guys also took a loss with me on the first setup, this is a common thing that I do. If I took a loss on the first trade, you have to lower your risk. So I was in with about 4 micros. I'm going to only go in with 2 off of this confirmation because my narrative might just be incorrect. Now I'm aiming for this daily target up here, which is about 800 pips, $80 on gold. So we still have a massive move, massive opportunity to keep longing. If it closes above this gap right here, I'm going to go in for setup number 2 of the stream, which is going to be buys, by the way, guys. Buys. Tapped order block, I'm in targeting presented FVG Monday, New York Open. He slapped a 4.2 RR in the morning off of it. I don't know about these favela gaps or what they're called. You got to definitely learn and understand them, but they do stop price. Like you can see this one right here. It just, all that matters, like you can still be wrong off of a rally gap. What matters is watching like which one gets respected. You can see here that it was respecting the bearish narrative. So obviously we sold off from that area. But on the 5 minute, we now stayed inside of it. We came back up, we closed inside of it. So you can see price was running down, but now it stopped. It stopped inside of the gap and now we're turning around from it. So if we're turning around, and it's going to probably target this big daily gap. All right, let's scale back down because I actually want to take a trade here. 7, 6. Dang it, we're closing above everything now. We still stayed inside of this gap, which is just crazy. That's crazy, guys. All right, I'm looking for it to tap back into this gap. Longs, bro, it's forming turtle soup. Let's go long. I really do. I want to go long. I'm just waiting for confirmation. 30, 29, 28, 47. 1 minute left, guys. Just be patient. I'm going to put my stop loss below this gap, all right, guys? Probably going to hop in right here. Stop loss below the gap. 2 micros on this trade. 6, 5, 4, 3. We closed above. All right, I'm hopping in off of that. And okay, we tapped into the gap. Boom, I'm in. Stop loss is going to go below that IFEG. 2 micros. Targeting longs once more. Look, we tapped into this little IFEG. Notice how price was previously respecting it. Now we closed above it. 1 minute IFEG. This is now a bullish target. And I'm just making sure that I protect my stops by placing it underneath this lower gap because there's always the chance that it goes down into a lower gap just to fill it up before running higher. Now we have this beautiful target right here. TP1, which is what I wanted to go for on the first trade. Let's see if we get there this time. Come on. Run it up, chat. Let's go. Beautiful entry. Even with 2 micros, guys, we're going to make bread on this position if it runs up. Come on. I just got funded last week, passing both phases. Never got a payout in my life, but looking forward to replacing all my losses in the 6 years with my first ever payout. Never give up. Love to hear that, Devin. You've been working hard, brother. You're already at break even. Awesome. All right, chat. What you guys thinking of this one? I like how this looks. We're still respecting the 5 minute. We're about to get a new 5 minute candle. Come on. See, we're about to get a new 5 minute candle. This next 5 minute candle should just rip up. It should just be a nice and giving 5 minute candle that just keeps providing for us. You know, it feeds our families. It just lives up to the expectation of what a bullish 5 minute candle should look like. Come on, don't even think about sell side. Okay. 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 There you go. We stayed above. We stayed above the 1 minute. Let's go, chat. Let's freaking go. Volatility is actually insane and it's crazy. I got an email, guys, from TopStep that said that they lowered their maximum contracts that you can place on your accounts. Why? Because the market's moving like crazy. Like, that's already 100 pips, guys. Previously, 100 pips was a lot. That was a lot. There's so much volatility, it's crazy. You would dream to catch 100 pips in one single day. Now it happens every freaking minute. Yeah, that's why you can only trade at 5 micros. 5 micros is maximum. There's no wick on the 1 minute below. This one? Not really too worried about that one. It's too far. We're inside of a 5 minute. It can come back down into it later, but right now this is what the market's showing us. 200. I'm down 400 from the first trade, so I needed this to take the high. I'm gonna go break even once it takes this high right here. Full TP is literally 5,100. That's what I'm aiming for today. 500 pips. Or 5, that's technically 5,000 pips actually. It doesn't hurt to be a little ambitious, guys. Where are you targeting? That's what I'm targeting. I'm targeting the daily gap up here. Do you guys see this? It's at 5,100, the high of this daily gap. That's the goal. It would have been nice if we could have caught the sells into this level, but these buys are the real move. Told you guys, we just got to be patient. We wait for the pullback. Even if it takes you like 30 minutes or 40 minutes to find it inside of the session, like we're 48 minutes into Asia's session. We took one loss because we got in a little bit too early. It just wicked us out. But then it started moving in the right direction. We got confirmation. We hopped in. It's part of the game to understand how you take losses and still trust your bias. I've seen this happen so many times. And getting wicked out is fine. It's literally fine. I definitely didn't expect this 1 minute candle to be that freaking massive. 1 minute candle dropped from 50.31 down to 50.18, almost 200 pips. You know, like I didn't expect that to happen. But I just gotta accept it. I saw that it pulled back down before the 5 minute closed. It pulled back up, pulled back up, closed inside of it, showed us that it's respecting it. And now look at us. It's expanding beautifully from this area. We're about to take out the NOIC. That's when I'm going to go break even. That's going to be a beautiful target for you guys to close. If you guys are going to be in complete profit from this, close your positions. I might even close my entire position too, just because I'm down. Like, to be honest, I made a mistake by risking a little bit too much. I usually try to risk around $400. Not 400, I mean like 200. So I might just close the entire position and just end off break even on the day. Once we take out this no wick. But the target for the day is beautiful. Like if we do genuinely run up all the way, fill this entire daily gap, that would be lovely. Chat, give me a vote in the chat if I should hold. Out, bro. Let's go, Alan. Mark, how much time did the payout take to be credited in Rise Wallet? Mine still didn't credit. It just depends. It depends. It's different for everybody. Let me know when it does, though. Who trading with own capital? I usually trade with a live account. Mystic Allen, I sent you already a DM with the broker that I use. We got our little turtle soup. We did. Breakout. Let's see if it disrespects these highs. Which one is the stop loss? Bro, the red is the stop loss. Red is bad, bro. Green is good, okay? It's like red is stop. If you break the highs, hold it. Yeah, but there's the concept of liquidity too, you know what I mean? In cells, right? We're not in cells, bro. We are not in cells. Bro, you're actually trolling. Sometimes I always wonder, like, how can you have a question like that? I'll send you a DM, Kiki. Anybody else want to trade with their own money? There's resistance. I got out. It's not worth it for me to get out. I got you, Superior. Sent you a DM. Got you. Come on. Still really far from our entry, to be honest. Still about like 200 pips. Or is that 100? Like 100 pips. I think I hold this. I'm gonna just hold this. Even if it break even. I wanted it to take out this no wick. Gonna happen. Gonna happen, chat. I got a midterm as soon as I'm done with this. If you guys haven't already, chat. If you guys haven't already, go drop a sub on my YouTube channel. I be posting bangers every single day. Not every single day, actually. But like once or twice a week. Make videos on how to set the perfect stop loss and TP. I go in on all the concepts that I use, how to find daily narrative. The fair value gaps right here. I make like 4 videos on fair value gaps. So you guys won't have any confusion if you go through the content. It's Trades by Marky on YouTube. That was a good trade. I'm already out, but it was good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not going to get out until it takes out this no wick. I'm a trust in it. I also have to go use the restroom, so I'll be right back. What time do you trade? Either 5 p.m. or 7 p.m. PST. There's 2 different times that I go live. And it just depends on my schedule, but both of these times are the best. It's going to be either 5 p.m. for Asia Open, or it's going to be 7 p.m. when we get a new 4-hour candle. Be right back, guys. Check. Guess who held through on that position? Guess who held through that position and survived? And guess where it's gonna go right now? It's gonna go hit the TP, chat. That's where it's gonna go. That's where it's gonna go. It's gonna go straight to the TP. Let's go. Wait, I gotta check that I actually did survive that though. Exactly, chat. Can't be scared of nothing. Can't be scared of no little pullback. We got a new order block right there too. You saw that? 1 minute for value gap respected. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, just a little bit higher. Sweep out those highs. Come on. Don't do this to me. No. I'm gonna double check in the meantime when my exam is at. Assignments. Midterm part 1. Start by oh, I could have already done it earlier. Timed assignment, you have 80 minutes. 6:55. Okay. Awesome. And the trade pulled back on me too. That's tough. That's tough, Chad. That's tough. You guys can also, if you're not following me, I have an Instagram. Wilson Traders. I blew my account, bruh. Off the first call he gave, I didn't know I should have only put 1 instead of 2. Well, you also have to kind of have some understanding as well of risk. But I said off of the first trade, I risked $400. You got to kind of keep into account because I don't know how much money you have in your account, how much you can risk. So that's something that you should also really focus on. It's pulled back into the 1 minute FVG to continue running up. It did it. It respected it. You got your days mixed up. Exam is tomorrow. No. No, this is February 3. It's February 3 for me today too. You might be in a different time zone. This is a late due date. But it's actually due today. How did you blow your account? Oh yeah, he might have done I always buy the elite, bro. More drawdown. Looked like you can take it tomorrow. Procrastinator 101. Let's go, guys. This is gonna hit. This is gonna hit. How you guys all doing, bro? Introduce yourselves in the chat. Where are you guys all from? Let me know where you guys all from. I'm from California. SD. Dubai. Golden NQ longs hidden. I still don't understand why people trade NQ during Asia session. Chi-Town? Is that actually what it's called? Bro, ask them what they ate. I need inspiration. That's true, guys. What'd you guys all eat today? Cancun? Yo, that's where I'm gonna go for my honeymoon, probably. Ecuador? Let's go. Florida? South Africa? Pretoria? Okay. I used to live in Santa Barbara area. Where do you live now? Belly empty, bro. Me too. I ate a steak like about 2 hours ago, but I'm so hungry now. Idaho? Nice. You the man, bro. Philly? Hey. What's your guys' favorite food restaurant, like, from your specific state that no other state has? Mama Huevo. Bro's from Mama Huevo. We're about to hit a TP. Let's go, chat. 370. I'm holding this. I'm holding this, guys. What is a little bit of profit gonna do on the day? You know what I mean? I need to pass the 100K buffer again so I can actually get a payout. I need to hold this all the way. We got that no wick. Look at that, bro. Oh my goodness. Loki might just melt off of this area. That's such a beautiful target. Oh, I gotta close one micro at least. Alright, closed half. Now I'm only down 200 on the day. I can risk the rest. Alright, guys, I'ma hold this. Let me show you guys how to do. I can't stream this on YouTube, unfortunately, because I'm not trying to get kicked out from my university. So I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube. We hit a TP, alright, guys. So for everybody that's watching the recording, that was a banger trade. I'm just gonna chat with the people in Discord now. Peace out.